Welcome to the Sunday Freestyle.
Welcome!
Yes, with me and Alyssa.
And our guest, Chase Carrington.
I'm going to completely forget about that. We are trying to go live on YouTube as well. Mm-hmm. Right now, it seems like... there we go. We're actually live on YouTube as well. That is really awesome.
Yepers.
Okay, from main switching device. I really don't know how all this YouTube stuff will work, so let's get into it. Alyssa's got a few topics that we want to share with you.
Yes, we do.
Alyssa, just instead of echoing me, just go. Get into it.
I'm not echoing you, but you're echoing me.
Get to it.
Doing what?
Now people can actually see. We broke records to win against the Warriors. And it seems like we're doing it. We are doing it.
Believe in Believe Land.
Believe Land. Who came up with that?
I don't know. Whoever did was the literary genius.
What are you doing, Alyssa?
Chase, focus on the podcast.
So you can be doing something dastardly. Okay. We have that.
Stop shaking the camera.
The Cavs game was amazing.
You already said that. Okay, now on to the Container Store.
Alyssa, stop playing with the mic.
So, Chase, be more professional.
What do you mean?
Now, when I first heard the Container Store, I thought, that is probably going to be a pretty boring store. Because, I mean, a store full of containers. But no, I went there and it was actually pretty interesting, I gotta say. They had a bunch of, organization things. They had wardrobes. They had boxes for storage. They had...
Record after record after record. It's interesting. Basically, we need to break. It was never going to be professional.
Anyway.
Now we're on to iOS 11.
Hey, we weren't done.
I'm done.
So, funny story. After we went to the Container Store... my mom and I struck up a conversation about a friend of ours, and so she has a daughter, with two names, how they do two names, Laura Jean or something. So sometimes her mom calls her by the one name, and then sometimes she calls her by the other name, but all of this time, I thought that she simply had another daughter. I had no idea that she was talking about the same person just by two names.
So much tonight. I mean, seriously, Alyssa thought that there were two daughters. Oh. So you haven't met them. You're just like, two daughters.
I met the one, but I just thought, well, maybe the other one lives out of town. Maybe I just haven't met her yet. But yeah, so that was pretty funny.
Now, iOS 11.
So, one thing me and my dad have been waiting anxiously for is for low...
Hold up.
Is for the option to turn on and off low power mode in the control center. And that is just going to be so awesome. No more having to ask Siri to turn on low power mode, then she gets my voice wrong a billion times. So yeah, now I can just swipe up and press low power mode. It's going to be so awesome. Although Siri has gotten better with voice recognition, and that is another thing, is that Siri has been really improved in iOS 11. She has these new ultra-realistic sounding voices. I mean, really, I was so surprised at how non-robotic it sounded. It sounded so realistic.
I know. Well, let me give a little background. I know she just jumped right in, but here's some background.
Yeah, so there's something called WWDC, which is World...
This is why I was telling this story.
Yeah.
So every single year, in early June, there's something called the Worldwide Developers Conference. And this is an amazing conference. I wish I could go one time.
Me too.
One time, because you get to...
try out all of the new devices and the new software, ages before anybody else gets to try it.
And... It's amazing. The press is there, which maybe I'll become the press one day.
Me too.
But one of the things that is amazing is that they get to release the new versions of all their software with awesome new features every single time. And this time it's iOS 11, macOS High Sierra, and watchOS 3. All of them jam-packed with cool features that you always wish you had, especially iOS 11. This year, the amazing feature with iOS 11 was the addition of a lot of iPad features, like a new iPad app dock, a new iPad drag and drop system, new split screen, new multitasking, a lot of awesome stuff that will immensely revise my workflow.
Pretty cool. So anyway, I have noticed a trend in WWDC and just Apple announcements in general is that they always seem to make them thinner, bigger, and better. And better is the keyword. They always say, like, this one is, like, the new fastest thing on the market. What?
Bigger and thinner? How can you do that?
I know.
How can you do that?
Okay, so they make the screen size larger, but they make it, like, thinner. And
well, yeah, that's for hardware.
I remember, like, a few years ago, they had this, like, awesome ad where they had a pencil sitting on the table. Then this laser cut the pencil into half, and lying behind it was an iPad. That is how thin an iPad is. It is thinner than a pencil.
Yeah, the pencil commercial is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're
it's what?
Really awesome. Why is Apple advertising pencils?
Yeah, it was pretty confusing.
Now it makes so much sense. It's like, whoa, that's how small the iPad is. And actually, I have that iPad right here. See, the iPad Air.
Yeah.
That's what I have right here.
Anyway, there was one thing that was sadly missing from this WWDC was where Johnny Ives does a commercial and says the word aluminium, because us Americans, we say it aluminum, but the way he says aluminium is just so interesting.
It's internationally insensitive to laugh at his aluminium.
I'm not laughing at it, but I just think his accent is so cool. I just love British accents. I don't know.
Then they're using his culture for marketing and business capitalistic reasons. Okay.
Well, us Americans cannot deny it. British accents sound really cool.
I guess I can agree with that.
Deep down inside, we all want a British accent.
We're getting sidetracked here. I'm here. This is my job. I'm the straight man in this group, which means woman. Very different from the modern terms. But basically, I'm the guy at Sirius, keeps things down to earth.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm going to make sure she doesn't go off. You were the one who was just
fighting over this headphone stand, Chase.
I'm the guy that makes sure...
Chase, you're going to break this if you just got it. See what I said? He broke the tip off. I tried to tell him. Give it back. I got this.
It broke.
Ta-da!
It broke. Oh,
back together again.
Next time, don't play. Okay.
Chase me?
I'm a straight man. I'm supposed to keep things on track.
Okay, right after
so let's get back to
he grabbed
iOS.
This from my hand, he says he's the straight man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that, Chase. Oopsie.
Basically, my job is to make sure we do not get too sidetracked. So, back to iOS 11 and macOS High Sierra. The amazing feature was the VR stuff. Oh, I so would love to get VR. Maybe if my YouTube ever blows up and I get enough money, I'd totally buy an HTC Vive. Hey!
But yeah, so, anyway... We went... Okay, this is a story that Chase hasn't heard before. Okay, so the other day, we went to the Beechwood Mall, and we tried out this, like, Microsoft VR, like, sample thing. Whatever you want to call it. So Chase was trying out the, like, VR with this shooting game, so he was, like, pretending to, like, shoot, because... in his VR thing, he thought he was shooting, like, at certain things.
What? What's so funny?
So I was, like, sitting outside the, like, little ring watching him shoot at real-life things. So it was so funny seeing him pretend to, like, shoot guns at innocent people.
What?
So
I thought I only shot in one direction.
No, you were shooting all over.
Why? I didn't even think about that. So
this one little lady, she was simply walking by when Chase simply pointed the controller at her and then just starting like shooting in that direction. And it was
that is so messed up. Why'd you bring
so
that up?
hilarious.
I think you just ruined my name.
But this one cute little kid, maybe he was about like 2 years older or something. So he just seemed absolutely fascinated by you. So he was he was holding his dad's hand, but he made his dad stop just to like look like way up to like stare at you like hi, I wonder what that guy's doing. If you can't tell,
I am 6'3", so
yeah,
everyone looks up to me.
So 3.5.
But wow, I can't believe you've never told me that because that sounds hilarious.
It was really hilarious.
Now, so today is Sunday. At least when this is going out live, you may not be listening to it on a Sunday, but we just came from church. So as much as she will say we should be professional, it's not gonna happen.
So being angry and just, being angry about something good like injustice, and then being angry and then doing something sinful about it, like, say, murdering someone, that would be bad because murdering someone is obviously sinful.
Yeah, sometimes you do need to be angry, do anything. So I think people forget anger is a driving emotion. Mm-hmm. It drives you to do certain things and think certain things. Yes. And if you remove any emotion completely from any equation, there is no life. You got to realize that having a sterile look at emotions is not possible. You need to be able to realize that your emotions drive what you are and what you do.
Yeah, you gotta...
Sometimes you do need to control them. Other times you need to realize that you would not have a drive without said emotion, whether it be love or anger or passion or hurt. All those basically have major effects on what we do, think, and are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like basically every emotion, it's something that we have, and sometimes it is necessary to do certain things, but you still got to keep it in check, like practically every emotion out there.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of this one Adventures in Odyssey episode. I remember that I mentioned an Adventures in Odyssey episode a few episodes ago, or maybe it was a different show I was doing. It's called like Anger Mismanagement. I think it's in Clinging Symbols and the Meaning of God's Love. Where basically
I was getting to that. You interrupted me again.
So there's a big difference between
that's con artists just blow up their stuff basically. Mm-hmm. I wonder if I'm curious to see what would happen if you added say a bazooka to the mix. Do you think that Jesus would use the bazooka to blow the stuff up if he could? I'm curious to know that. So many questions in this world. So many questions. I will only get answered on the last day. But that's the deep portion of our segment.
Oh, wait. Speaking of more deep things.
Uh-oh.
So, you know how the Bible says that nobody will be able to tell when Jesus is coming back?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that every single day there is at least one person out of, 7 billion people on this world that thinks Jesus is going to come today or tomorrow. So, how's that going to happen?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be a time when we probably have lost all hope or view of hope, possibly.
Or maybe when there's nobody else left in the world.
No, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking.
You're just joking. I'm just joking about the end of the world. Yes, it's joking. Just joking.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that that's going to be really interesting, and I wonder, will it be in my lifetime or not?
Yeah, thing is, you wonder.
I think being raptured would be a lot more fun than dying, so...
Yeah.
But I do want to be able to do everything that I want, but...
Alyssa, that
that I want to do
kind.
in my life. But, either way, there's no guarantee that you're gonna, die when you're, 108 instead of dying when you're, say, maybe, 50 or something, so...
This is basically more assurance when it comes to just, when it comes to... More assurance to being raptured than it is to getting through life.
Yeah, so... I think being
grave.
raptured would be a better way to go than dying.
That's interesting. It's interesting philosophy.
I mean, number one, there is no guarantee that your death will be painless, but rapturing will be painless. At least that's what I'm thinking. So
it should be interesting to ponder that further. Another
my friend
day.
really loves like thinking about the rapture and like the second coming and all that. She says that she absolutely cannot wait.
Huh. Very, very interesting. It's something that I continually think about.
I think I really loved the Left Behind series. Although, just as a warning, the Left Behind kids series are definitely not for kids like 13 and under.
So it's not really kids.
Yeah, not really kids. Like, they should have said, like, teenage Left Behind series.
Maybe it was.
But no, the cover specifically says Left Behind kids. But no, do not let your kids read that.
Well, no, it's just about
under
kids.
13.
It's just about kids. It never said it was for kids. It just says Left Behind kids.
But they
because
imply
those are the characters. The characters are kids.
But they imply that it's for kids. But this one, like, Amazon review about it said that, They were like, adults and they were married, but they still really loved reading through them. Oh yeah, and I still have yet to read the adult series.
Oh yeah, you should probably go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So my YouTube channel?
Yeah. What do you mean, do I know your YouTube channel?
Of course you do.
Yeah,
it's called
of course
Promo.
I do.
So yeah, if you're watching live on YouTube, you're watching it on my channel, press that little subscribe button wherever it may be. And yeah, check out some of the other videos. I will have the audio version of this also will be on the YouTube. And I'm looking at my YouTube. I'm trying to do some cool stuff. I want to do some different Christian artist tutorials. I think that should be pretty cool. Just help people with like marketing and other stuff. It's going to be really cool. So keep an eye out on my YouTube. I also want to set up a trailer. YouTube to-do list. Since it seems like so many people visit my YouTube. I got like 36,000 views. I'm like, hey, I better use that. Because my most popular videos are tutorials. Actually, I think I'm going to do something tonight. Because I want to have something up by tomorrow. Okay, that is my to-do list.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed this live stream.
Wait, we're ending it already?
Oh, you want to stick?
Oh, wait. Mommy's listening?
You have to... Oh, Mom is listening.
Not Mom. Mommy.
Mom. Oh, here's a good debate.
Mother, Mom, or Mommy?
Mother.
I prefer to stick with the good old Mommy.
Mother has more respect.
I mean, like, I sort of switch off from like time to time saying Mom or Mommy. But I'm on the Mom and Mommy side, not the Mother side. And definitely not the father side. Even Chase calls Dad. So, not father.
Well, I sometimes call him Father.
No.
It's just, I don't know, it reminds me of Darth Vader every time I say, Father.
Father. Luke, I am your father.
Oh, he does not say that.
I know.
He says, Luke, wait, what does he say again? Luke. Not I am your father.
You are my son.
No, he says Luke. Wait. I'm going to see this. What did Darth Vader actually say? Let's see. What did Darth...
Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I think Mommy and Mommy... I mean, I think Mom and Mommy and Dad and Daddy are superior to Mother and Father.
I disagree. Because...
I think Mom is also super cute, like, for the British people out there listening.
What? Oh, Mom?
Yeah.
Oh, he says, no, I am your father. He doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father.
So, what did Luke say to provoke that? Like, are you my brother? And then he's like, no, I am your father. Something
what?
Like that.
It's like, Luke, am I your brother? Wait, what? Okay, just ignore what you just said. It makes no sense.
Luke says, are you my brother? And then Darth Vader says, no, I am your father.
Just like, oh, no. Darth Vader, are you my mother? I mean, how actually do you know that Darth Vader's a guy?
Are you my mummy? For all those Doctor Who fans out there.
Alyssa, stop acting like such a Whovian. Now,
I am a Whovian,
no, you
Chase.
aren't. She's a faux Whovian.
No, I am a Whovian.
Ouch!
I've watched like every single episode from Doctor 9 to Doctor 12. Well, except for the latest season, which I still got to catch up on.
See, not a Whovian.
It's not my fault.
You haven't even watched any of the original Doctors.
It's... What? Can you even find those anywhere?
Yes.
Well,
I watched a few episodes.
I am a Whovian of the next generation, the new era of Whovians.
Next Generation's a different TV show. Well, I think we have...
So, before we started this live stream show thingy, we were debating what is the biggest way to annoy a geek, and I said mixing up Star Trek and Star Wars. Then what is the biggest way to annoy a geek?
Why would you want to? And I'm not going to give you...
I'm
not going to give you the secret weapon.
I myself would just cringe if somebody mixed up Star Trek and Star Wars. I mean, there's such a big difference. Like, Star Wars is more like sort of fantasy, whereas Star Trek is actually science fiction because it's science-based. Whereas a lot of Star Wars things is more like fantasy, like the Force, and...
It's not just that, they deny
Jedi
basic physics.
Yes, I know.
Like,
but Star
you
Trek
can hear
does
explosions in space.
Star Trek does too.
I know, Star Trek's got that issue in the old ones too.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes sense actually, because if you have the explosion, the microphones for the explosion on the inside of the ship, when there's still air before there's a vacuum, boom, there you go. Mm-hmm. Okay, that didn't make any sense, even to me.
Yeah, I'm just going to say and just agree with you, although I didn't hear what you said, and if I did hear what you said, I'm pretty sure I
you can do your hair
had
some
no
other
idea.
time.
No, must do my hair now.
Well,
yeah.
I think it's time for us to go, Alyssa.
Yep.
We have had an eventful Sunday, and we hope that you had an eventful Sunday as well.
Yepers.
Come back next Sunday in the afternoon to listen to the next Sunday Freestyle. And watch out, we think we might create a new podcast just for the Sunday Freestyle called Sibling Unrivalries. Uh-oh. Here we go. Listen.
I'm still going to be a co-host on the Amplifier 4JC show.
I'm not just kicking you off. No. You're still my producer.
No, I mean both.
Of course you're doing both.
As a co-host, not a producer.
We'll see about the Amplifier 4JC, but first...
Why are you waving around a little Lego guy?
Because he's cool.
No, he needs a close-up.
What? No. No. That's extreme.
No.
Oh, wait.
Close-up of the little guy. What is his name?
I don't know. DJ Chase, I think.
DJ Chase. Wait, his headphones aren't crooked. Oh, wait. It's not just his hair.
Okay, that's offensive. But thank you for tuning in. We will discuss this later, but just
keep it
on. Not the microphone.
Hey! Little DJ Chase! He's on the ground!
Okay. Enough antics for one night. Be sure to check out our other Sunday Freestyles on YouTube.
Yepers.
Spreaker, and... Actually, I don't think this is... Yeah. And on iTunes on the Chase the Sun podcast.
Wait, we're on iTunes?
Also, be sure to check out the Chase the Sun podcast. Yes. This week, I have a really cool idea for a show. I'm going to be talking about...
And I'm going to be guest starring, too.
No, you aren't! I'm going to be talking about capitalism and sharing.
I love capitalism, Chase. You got to put me on as a guest star.
Okay, before we start arguing, thank you, goodbye, good night, and God bless.
Bye.
I'm Chase Carrington.
And Alyssa Carrington.
And you've been listening to the
Sunday Morning Freestyle.
It's not a morning thing. We off.